Sorry, what am I?
Are you fucking ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Welcome to Ink and Asphalt.
Welcome to Ink and Asphalt.
Today, decided to take a little ride. We're down here in the Eastern Townships, a little town called Ways Mills. It's where my mother grew up.
I have no idea where we are. I just followed Kev.
Yeah. And so we're down here on the bikes. It's a nice day. We get right into a little touch of rain, but other than that, a little chilly. But rain's going. The ride's going great.
It could be worse.
Could be worse.
Any opportunity we get to have a nice ride, we take.
Yes, exactly. But I have to admit, Chris is in a little need of attention today. Okay, he's got a sore shoulder, so everybody please say, "Aww."
I don't sleep properly. Like instead, this is my one true weakness is a bad night of sleep. That's
called getting older.
That's the only thing that injures me. I know, but
yeah, like we would be young, we would fall out of a tree, we would get hit by a car, and then 5 minutes later we were playing. Now we sleep bad and we're sore for 3 days.
I need a massage. Comment down below if
anybody wants to give Chris a massage, because I ain't fucking doing it. So Chris, a lot of people have been wondering about our bikes. I've had a couple of comments like, what are we riding? Because on YouTube we really didn't talk about the bike so much. Talk about your bike.
It is a 2000 Yamaha V-Star. I got it literally the day after I got my license. I was not expecting to, but you...
See, Chris always going to blame me.
Hold on. Let me tell the story. Because
fucking blame me all the time.
The sole reason that I even have a license at this moment, the sole reason I even have this bike at this moment is because of this guy right here. I have no regrets. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, so that's a good thing you mentioned that.
But yeah, like you were sending me links on Facebook Marketplace. I forgot who found this list.
You found this one.
Okay, and yeah, I sent it to you, and I said, "What do you think?" And I remember I had a good couple of tattoo sessions, and then I was like, you know what? I think I'll reward myself. So we went out to where was it? Saint Eustache.
Yeah, we went to Saint Eustache.
Checked it out, and I remember what you said. You were like, "If you don't get it, I would."
Yeah, no, it's a great looking bike. It's an 1100.
I'm very happy. Yeah,
1100 cc
custom, and yeah,
5-speed, 6-speed,
5 speed, and Vance and Hines pipes. Has a great sound. Took it for a quick little ride when we got it, and
it's quick. I'll give it that much.
Nice.
It's quick.
It's nice. I mean, it's not without its problems, but
no. But you've had it for more than a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like any old bike, we're gonna have things that we're gonna have to repair on them.
Yeah, absolutely. But so far, it's been running really smooth. I've been like everybody always asks us, and Kevin's probably going to say the same. Well, definitely going to say the same. Will I ever sell this bike, get rid of it, whatever? No. Like I think because it's my first bike and I'm having such a good experience with it, this one's a keeper.
Well, the thing is, I've talked to a lot of people, and I always ask them about their first bikes. And I think it's really rare that somebody says, they don't regret losing their first bike.
Yeah.
But most everybody that I've talked to, they automatically go to, damn, I wish I would have kept my first bike.
Yeah.
I wish I can go back and buy that back.
Yeah.
What got me started is this love of motorcycling. Because it really is. There's a passion about it that's somewhat unexplainable.
Yeah. I mean, you might feel like you're outgrowing the bike that you have as your first bike. But yeah, I don't think that I would get rid of it.
I was down in
Who knows?
Nova Scotia a couple of weeks ago, and I went and saw my cousin Craig. And I haven't talked to Craig in, oh my God, like 15 years, 17 years, something like that. We haven't seen each other. It's unbelievable. And I was even saying to him, because he's got like 4 motorcycles. And I said, if you could have any of them back, which one? And he says, my first one, my Honda CB 650, 4-cylinder, 4 carbs.
Wow.
Like if he could go back and get that, he would want that one. And it's just, it's not like your first love. Maybe it is, like,
well, in a way.
Yeah. But you didn't break up with your first love. You just sold her.
Well, what's interesting is like, I wouldn't I wouldn't think to keep my first car. The first car that I ever had, like that was mine under my name, was a Mazda Protege. I think it was 2001 or something.
I'm glad
like
you
that.
got rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. No, but like I mean, like that when you compare it, like you don't think about your first car and be like, oh yeah, I wish I kept my first car. Maybe some people,
Yeah,
depending
but
on what the car is.
cars might be a little different because
But
they're just
yeah,
a mode of transportation getting you from point A to point B. You want to go to back and forth to work. You spend a
yeah,
lot of time
yeah,
in it, and they're expensive. I'm not saying they're more expensive than motorcycles. I mean, motorcycles, that's the best way to go broke with the happiness, you know?
yeah, yeah.
But it's not quite the same. It's not as passionate, maybe. You know, maybe for some for some drivers it is.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have like your dream car as your first car, yeah,
See, this was
yeah.
my
Well,
dream bike.
let's talk about yours
Okay,
since people are
so
asking.
I waited until I was 54 to get my license, and I wanted to get it because I didn't want to get too old and get to the point where I said, "Oh, I should have tried it," right? But in my mind, I only had two motorcycles I ever really wanted. One was a 1985 VMAX 1200, okay, known as the Widowmaker, rightfully so, because it's really fast in a straight line, but it's terrible in corners. So it's like, stop, turn the bike, stop, turn the bike, you know. But it's a dangerous bike, especially for your first bike, you know.
Right.
And the other one is it was a 1991 Fat Boy that I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger riding in Terminator 2. Now the chances of me getting that bike was impossible. Like to be fair, okay, Fat Boys only started in 1990. They came out first with what they would call the Gray Ghost. It was a gray Fat Boy with like yellow oranges piping. That's it. And there was very few made. And then in 1991, Schwarzenegger brought the Fat Boy, which is one of the most iconic Harleys in all of movies.
Yep.
Brought the Fat Boy to the big screen, and it blew up. It became one of the most iconic ones. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just as tall as Schwarzenegger is. I'm just about as muscular, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they say all the time.
I left my muscles at home today because
Yeah.
my suspension's a little soft.
You needed less weight
Exactly.
for
I
a
didn't.
smoother ride.
It's a lot carrying it around.
Yeah.
But he's as tall as I was, and he still looked good on the bike. So I was like, oh, I really want that. And I remember going to get my license, and I got it. I called a friend of mine who's one of my clients. He's an ex-NHLer. And he told me many, like 11, 12 years before that. And he said he had this bike in his garage. It was a Harley. And he doesn't ride it anymore, doesn't really want to ride it. And if I knew anybody, this was like 12 years ago, 15 years ago, and he says he just wants to possibly get rid of it if finds a good price for it. At the time I looked around, nobody wanted it. But on January 14th in 2024, I still remember the day because it was the most
exact date.
It was the most iconic day. I
What
messaged
time?
him. That I can't remember. I know it was morning.
Yeah.
I could look back and find the exact date though. And if I get a chance, I'm going to post it up on the screen here somewhere. And I messaged him and I said, hey man, you still got that bike for sale? And he says, yeah, I do. I said, well, I'm getting my license. He says, do you want the bike? I said, well, is it running? Is it for sale? He says, listen, a lot of people have made me some really good offers, didn't want to sell it, but I want you to have the bike. Do you want the bike? I said, well, what model is it? His first answer was a 1991 Fat Boy. And I know that the bike did not have any mileage because he only had maybe 12,000 miles on the bike. It'd been sitting in his garage for 12 to 15 years. And then he wrote me back like 5 minutes later. He says, sorry, I made a mistake. It's a 1992. I was like, ooh, big difference. I mean, the only difference is there's a red pipe pinstripe around the tank. That's the only difference. Other than that, it's the exact same bike. So through various means, trying to find a mechanic to take a look at everything, I finally got a price from him the day that we were taking it up to a mechanic to look at the bike. And I said, man, you got to tell me how much you want for the bike. I said, I don't know. I said, well, listen, I got a budget and it's going to cost money to get it up and running on the road. So you have to give me a price. If it's a good price and everything works out, I'm just going to leave the bike there. And he looked at me and he says, I don't know. He says, give me $2,500 in a tattoo. And I was like, oh my God, you can't be serious. So that's basically how I came to get this magnificent beauty that I call Bessie.
I still haven't named my bike.
Well, that's your fault. I mean, you got to name her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sexarella.
But I mean, what did we change? We changed the handlebars. I put the running lights off of a buddy of mine had a 2005 Softail Deluxe. We changed the fender in the back, put the tombstone in the back, and anyway, it runs like a dream. It purrs. It's absolutely fantastic.
You fortunately found an excellent mechanic too.
Listen, there's not enough that can be said about having one good mechanic that is meticulous, fantastic at what he does, and he really doesn't charge that much for it.
And loves working on the bike that
And
he
likes working on old bikes, old Harleys. He doesn't want to work on the brand new ones with all the injections. Like, he won't work on a Pan America. He just won't. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to touch it. And he won't work on really anything else. But when he heard this was a 92, and it was like the 1340 cc single cam carburetor potato sound Harley, he said yes instantly. And I remember when he asked me how much I paid for the bike, because we're all in the garage, and the bike was running. He turned the bike off, and he says, "How much you paid for this bike?" And I looked at him, and I didn't want to say it at first, right? Because there was the three of us in the garage, and I said $2,500. There was a dead silence that came across the entire garage. I think the guy on the radio stopped talking too. Like, nobody could really believe that I got it for this price. And he looked at me and he says, "If you don't buy it, I will." So that's how I got it. And it's been faithful. It runs, not a leak. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's
yeah. I mean, like we've done a couple of long rides together already, and I mean, we've both been fortunate enough preparing for our ride that we haven't run into any major problems.
There's something to be said. I see a lot of people.
I just jinxed it, didn't I?
No, God, no. But there's a lot to be said about like this bike, like your bike, the old carbureted 2-cylinder cruisers and stuff like that. You really feel connected with your bike. Like, we're not sitting on top of a bike. We're sitting inside of a bike.
Mm.
The old expression, it's more fun to go fast on a slow bike than it is to go slow on a fast bike.
True.
Really comes into play. I mean, this thing vibrates.
Yeah.
But I feel connected to it. I almost feel like it's got my back. Like, yes, we might have pushed it on our last a little bit, right? But I know its limits. And I am never going to go past the limits of this bike because I enjoy the cruising, the sound, the vibration.
When we did push it too, like I mean, it was a comfortable push.
It wasn't beyond what we were comfortable with.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying maybe a few of the other guys might have exceeded a little bit of the speed limits, but that's not. I couldn't see them. I couldn't see them because we were so slow that they had moved away from us on the road.
You know what they say, ride your ride.
Exactly. So we rode our ride.
Yeah.
But I'm absolutely enjoying this. Like, what's the rest of your summer look like with the bike? And
so, I mean, there's still a couple of things I need to work on the bike, but I guess the main thing is the handlebars that I got from Jay.
Okay.
So 14-inch apes.
Yeah,
that needs to be installed. That's probably like one of the things I'm looking forward to the most, just to change the whole aesthetic of it.
Oh,
and the comfort level. So, I mean, I'm hoping to do it myself. We'll see. The risers that I'm supposed to get are actually on sale right now for Amazon Prime Day.
Oh, damn.
That's a promo for free.
I think we're getting a little rain.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, we still have a ride. It might be shortened down a bit, the ride at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
We still have that. We still got a couple places. I was thinking if we could get the weekend in September. Now, if we're not going to do the whole ride like we were planning.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, folks, we want to. There's a bunch of things that have come into play.
We have challenges. We've said from the beginning it's a very ambitious.
It was very ambitious. We might have to wait a year to do the whole thing, but I was thinking maybe going down for a weekend in Nova Scotia to hit the Wharf Rat Rally. the
Right.
bike weekend,
Right.
which is really cool. And my cousin said if we need a tent trailer, we could sleep in that.
Okay.
So, but other than that, I think the bikes are running great.
Yep.
I mean, it's a beautiful ride. Yeah, we're gonna hit a little rain here and there, but I mean, we're not wusses. My mama didn't raise no bitch.
No, as long as as long as it's not torrential downpour. But even then, you just stop over on the side and
Grab a
under
coffee
an
somewhere.
overpass somewhere. So
Anyway, just to make sure that the camera doesn't get too wet.
because yeah,
It's
here we
starting to
go.
come down. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Leave
Like,
a whole bunch of comments at the
subscribe.
bottom.
Comment, all that good stuff.
And Ink and Asphalt Riders on Instagram,
Yep.
on Facebook, Ink and Asphalt on YouTube. Hopefully you're watching us there. Please leave a comment, and please, if you can, share with your friends.
Yeah.
Let them know what we're doing. It would be great to hear from you guys, and thanks a lot for watching us. We appreciate it.
Till next time. Back in the rain.